Podcast Playground.
Hooray!
This is the Deron Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Deron Harris.
Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to the program. I'm your host, Deron Harris, and this is my podcast, y'all. Thank you for joining me this week. I really appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming back. If you've been here before, if you've never been here before, thank you for joining me for the first time. I appreciate you. Today I'm talking about the first 100 days, what it's been like, and what's it been like for you. I'll tell you what it's been like for me. But first I want to check on everybody's mental health, make sure everybody's doing well out there. Hopefully everybody is coping, and if you are having some difficulties, just keep in mind that there are plenty of professionals out there that are willing to help you, that are completely ready and extremely able and want to help you get through whatever hard time that you are going through. Take it from me, as somebody who suffers from major depressive disorder and anxiety myself. Therapy is definitely a good look. I will always advocate for it, and I will never ever tell anybody not to go seek out something that is going to potentially help you live your best life or dig you out of whatever hole you're going to go in, or whatever hole that you're in. So, like I said, man, if you're going through something, please do not hesitate. Make a call, man. Call somebody, they're out there. Or you can drop me a DM, and I'll sit and I'll talk you through whatever you're going through. We can sit there on the ledge together until we can both come down off of it, okay? So, all right, y'all. So, without any further ado, let's get into what's happening here in this first 100 days. What's happening with y'all, man? What's going on with you? Are you doing better? Are eggs cheaper? Is your life more enriched? Have your finances gone up? Are you better off? Do you feel like you're going to be better off after this first 100 days? Do you feel confidence that this country is making a comeback? Are you feeling the greatness? Are you? Or are you like the rest of us and you're a little concerned about the economy, whether or not you're going to get deported, whether or not you're going to have a job tomorrow because they got rid of your department? How is that? Are you which boat are you in? Are you in the boat where it's like, this is going to be great. This is going to be great. The next 4 years is going to be awesome. Or are you in the boat of, man, I don't think we can hold this together much longer? It's looking kind of grim, folks, from my standpoint. I can't really lie, man. I'm really concerned about it. I saw on, most people, they made fun of Joe Biden in his state, but I can't really make fun of this because Joe Biden was at the end of his career. This guy is just getting started, and already he's starting to have some cognitive decline. Some significant cognitive decline. Either that or he's just delusionally crazy. Everybody knows he's crazy, but and everybody knows that he's less than truthful, but I really think that some of this shit he really deep down believes. Some of this shit is like, you can't be serious. But he is absolutely 100% dead ass. He was on he called into a town hall, and there was a few guys on panel. One of the guys was Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith asked him something about education and, about him cutting all the funding to these institutions, and, how bad that was, and what he had to say to the people who it was affecting. And this guy did not answer the question at all, not even close, not even a little bit. didn't. Instead, what he did is he went on a rant about the amount of black voters that he had and how he won the election, and how back in Harlem, there was some sort of altercation in Harlem that he got a lot of support from. And I'm from New York City, okay? I'm from New York, okay? And let me just point something out real fast for all the people out there that may not be informed, that may not you may not notice about this guy, but the people, even though the people in the people upstate, this go around, a lot of people upstate in rural areas of the country, they voted for him. But if you notice where he's from New York, he's from the city. They didn't. The city didn't. The 5 boroughs didn't. And the reason why the 5 boroughs didn't vote for him, and I've said this before on other podcasts plenty of times, is because the 5 boroughs knows him. We know him. We know who he is. We know who he is as a person. We know what the fuck he's capable of. We know what he's done. We know. We've known. And that's why they don't really fuck with him like that. That's why they don't really fuck with Donald Trump like that. But what he does is he plays a game called the repeat game. And that's where he says something so many times that you believe it, And he'll sit up and tell everybody, oh, the people, they love me. They don't, man. They really don't. They don't love him. And it's hard to get the rest of the world to see it because, you can't get the people, they're not going to interview people, the people that he fucking shit on. They're not going to interview those people. They're just going to take his word at face value of what he's done, what he's capable of. Keep in mind, all these people that love America, that claim to love this country, that claim that that they would die and bleed for this country. Keep in mind, this dude dodged the draft. He lied and dodged the draft. He claims to love you. He claimed to love, and there's more people that voted for him getting shit on daily. And there's people regretting their votes. There's all kinds of shit. You can watch social media. You can see it for yourself. There's people that are starting to get fed up with. All right, they're wanting to see some results, man. They're starting to want to see some results, but they're being pacified. A lot of these people that want to see these results, and they're hey man, you got to put up a shut up, man. They're being pacified. I don't even call them followers anymore. I call them lemmings. A lot of these people are starting to see the kinks in the armor, starting to understand that, hey, wait a minute, maybe this person cannot deliver on what he said he was going to deliver on. He said a lot of things would be handled on day one. And, here it is, day 100, and I think a couple of days ago they signed some sort of deal in the Ukraine, and he was supposed to have that done on day 1, and that's what I'm talking about. He says so many things about the things that he's going to do, but the only thing that he's consistently done is dismantle your civil rights, dismantle things that protect minorities and black people. Those are the 2 things that he has been consistently riding on: deportation and incarceration. That's what he's riding on, folks. And I hate to say it, but that is what is keeping him sustained with his base, is the fact that he continues to further disparage marginalized and minority communities. Simple as that. And people don't want to say that's what it is. They don't, because they don't want to stand up in the fact that they're for it. They're all about it. They don't want to stand up in it. It's okay that it happens, and that's what I'm talking about. They're for it because you can tell they're for it because of their silence. Simple as that. They don't speak out against it. They don't speak up and say, hey, this is wrong. No, instead what they say, you know what? Yeah, I don't think black people should get special treatment because it's been labeled as special treatment. But it's not special treatment because we've never received any kind of special treatment. All we have been given is the same opportunity. But it's labeled as special treatment or DEI, and that is what makes people hate it. It's not special treatment. It's the same thing that our white counterparts get. It's the same thing. It's being offered the same thing without being looked at negatively due to being who you are as a person. But in order to maintain that, they need to keep you hating that image. They need to keep you hating that persona. That's why they target and demonize black men. That's why they, you're just race baiting and you're so hung up on. Yeah, man, absolutely. I'm motherfucking right. I am hung up on it because I'm a fucking black man and I experience it. I'm tired of listening to white guys tell me about being black. Tell me about my experiences as a black person, as a black male, and how I'm over exaggerate or just not being truthful or embellishing. Fuck that. I go through this shit. Okay? And so I can say I think that I might be slightly more of an authority than any other white person in the realm of being black and what I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Because one thing that white men will never have to deal with in their entire lives is dealing with white people while being black. It is not pleasant. It is not always pleasant. It is not always pleasant. But they think that it is. They think that it is because it's pleasant for them, because they're pleasant to each other. But they're not. I mean, it's questionable, man. How many people say that? Oh, I'm for this cause, man. I sympathize with you, man. We're brothers, man. But then turn around and go vote against me, or vote to disparage me. A lot of people did this. And so here we are, 100 days in. And what is happening? What has changed? What is better in your life? What has made you say, you know what? This was a great choice. Other than the fact that he continues to disparage black and minority communities. What is it? What is it? And we're going to talk about what's happening in the first 100 days when I come back from this break. I'll be right back. I'm Deron Harris. Hey, folks, what's up? Welcome back to the program. All right, so what's been happening in the first 100 days? All right, number one, economic turmoil, okay? Let's just fucking face it, y'all. Shit is crumbling. And we're sitting here trying to pretend that it's not. And you can tell it's crumbling, and you can tell that the administration is having some issues, and you can see the kinks in the armor because he's having to backtrack on a lot of the shit that he said that he was trying to do. Target and Walmart. You know, I was listening to a podcast that Jon Stewart was on, and he said that Trump met with the CEOs, the heads of Walmart and Target, and they were about to be out of shit. You got to do something, man. Something, man. You know, we did what you said. We dropped our DEI, and now you're about to fuck us. That's essentially what that was. So he's had to go back on some of the things that he has put forth. He's had to go back on some of the tariffs. Now, he did a 10% universal tariff, but then he fucking doubled down on some bullshit from on the goods from China, Canada, and Mexico. And that right there That shit right there fucked us. It dropped our fucking economy by like 0.3% in the first quarter, and that right there got people screaming, "Yo, are we headed for like some recession shit? Is that what's happening here? Is that what you doing, bro? You are purposefully putting us into a recession?" You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that this administration has been faltering or floundering on, or just let's just say it, fucking up on in the first 100 days. The second thing is a lot of the legal challenges to his immigration policies. This motherfucker is trying his hardest to just do what the fuck he wants and then deal with the fucking the consequences later. We're just send them out of the country. And now, as a direct result, you have people that are in places that they should not be in. You know, just creating situations for people that he would not want for his own family. I mean, people with that are about to have children. You know, people that work hard in this country that contribute to our economy, that are legal to be here, that are students. And now people are starting to tell him, you need to bring these people back. But his administration is saying, we don't have any obligation to do that. Yes, the fuck you do, man. Yes, you do. But he doesn't care. And the reason why is because it doesn't matter to him. Because it accomplishes a little bit more of his goal, which is to shrink the population of immigrants, of Hispanic immigrants. That's one of the goals. Okay? So he wants to end birthright citizenship so that anybody who was born here to parents that may not be legal here, you know, they can be deported also. But, like, judges is blocking that shit under the fucking Alien Enemies Act. I mean, he wants to change a lot of shit. But, I mean, despite all the pushback he's getting, he is continuing further into this territory, which is, you know, is pushing the boundaries of what is actually legal. And I know a lot of this shit is not legal. It's not legal, but that's my point. He and his administration are in the process of remaking law. Remaking law in this country. So it doesn't matter what we deem as illegal. He does not care because he is not following the guidelines of the current laws of the land because he is actively remaking them. Does that make sense? Are we understanding that? Is that a good thing for us? Now, something else that I've noticed was the approval rating has dropped. His approval rating has dropped to like 43 or 44% in the first 100 days. In his first 100 days, his approval rating has dropped like you would not fucking believe. And it's the lowest of any president at this point in the last 80 years. Now, that's not me. That's just me repeating what's been going on in the media. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, it's everybody. Even his own. I mean, he called up and crawled up Fox News' ass for reporting the truth, and that's, you know, I mean, that to me that's baffling. That to me, why is that accepted? Why is it accepted that even though this outlet and the rest of the outlets are telling the truth, that just because he's upset about it, they have to now curtail what they're reporting? There's so many news outlets that are unable to report accurate news because they're afraid of what he is going to retaliate against them, of how he's going to retaliate. And that's fucked up. That's not democracy, but that's what I'm talking about. He doesn't want democracy. Democracy is dying a slow death here, folks. And the lemmings made it happen. Now, another thing that's failed here and happened in the first 100 days and fucked us in the first 100 days is all the retaliatory tariffs. Okay, now Canada, China, and Mexico, you know, yeah, you want to fuck with us? Well, we can fuck with you back, man. And that's another reason why he has backtracked on a lot of the shit, because he didn't realize how important these three players. Oh, yeah, you want to fuck with us? Canada, we'll just cut the fucking power off to the fucking whole Northeast. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Mexico's like, all right, we'll just tell our people to fuck. You just won't get shit. And China's like, everything that you get from us now, which is fucking everything, will just fucking match what the fuck you do. So what did he do? He backed down off that fucking tree. But I think the damage is done. I think the damage is done because people are starting to see the kinks. People are starting to see he has no clue. People are starting to see that he has a different, not that he has no clue, is that it's not necessarily his agenda. His agenda, it really is, the first thing on agenda is maintaining white America. That's it, folks. It's not the economy. It's not even, well, it is. It's because it's coupled with deportation and incarceration. It's maintaining the strength of white America in this country, the dominance of white America in this country. That's what it's about. That's this whole campaign. That's this whole administration. That's why they all look as hollow as they can look. When you look in their fucking eyes and you ask them real questions, they look as hollow as they can while they lie to your face. And the lemmings believe it. And they go right off and jump right off the cliff with them. Well, they don't jump off the cliff. They push you over the cliff and they watch you fall. And that's what they're doing. And a lot of you are too fucking stupid to see it. And yeah, I called you stupid. And I'll call you stupid again, because as long as you vote, as long as you sit up here and you fucking advocate, oh yeah, this is great. This is going to happen. Oh yeah, he's playing 4D chess with him right now. He's going to make everything happen. It's going to be great around here. You watch. You're a fucking idiot. But you know it's not going to be great. You know the economy. You see it. You see the fucking writing on the wall. You see everything collapsing around you in real fucking time. You see it. But you don't care. Because the underlying reason that the majority of you voted was to uphold the power structure in this country. Period. Point blank. And I'm going to call it out every single fucking time. You will never admit it. You will never say, some of you will. And hats off to those motherfuckers, because at least I know who you are. But there are plenty of you who stand behind the economy argument. I voted for the economy. Well, no the fuck you didn't. No the fuck you didn't. You know exactly what you voted for. You just didn't want to be ridiculed for voting for it. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. People keep fucking trying to act like the fucking shit is, the dumpster ain't on fire. That's what they trying to act like. They really are trying to act like the dumpster is just not on fire. But it is. This motherfucker, it's more than it's like a dumpster mushroom cloud in this motherfucker, for real. I mean, let's continue on with more of the shit that has gone on. Now, he has dismantled DEI initiatives. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. Now, some people, this is where it gets juicy, folks. This is where it starts to get juicy, because this right here is what they voted for. This is what they voted for. The dismantling of protections and not even advantages, opportunities for black people and minorities and women to have equal footing with white men. That's what they voted for. That's ultimately what it is. We're going to get rid of this. That's what it is, y'all. Fuck the economy. I got some of these people like, I got a little bit of money. I can wait until it gets better. I got some investments. We can wait it out. We can tough it out. Some of these redneck, we living bad anyway. We don't give a fuck about no economy. We know how to live off the land, et cetera, et cetera. But if this is going to fucking shit on these fucking Mexicans that are fucking coming to get our jobs, or these fucking black people out here committing all these fucking crimes, that, by the way, they commit the same crimes. And they don't want to do the jobs that a lot of the Mexican people will do. They're just hateful people because they've been trained into it. They've been leaned into it for decades. And there's subtle ways that families pass it down. It's like a fucking heirloom. It's like the heirloom of racism that just gets passed down to generation to generation. Every now and then you get somebody who breaks it. But they just pass it down. They just pass it down. They say subtle shit at the fucking dinner table. They pass it down. They say subtle shit at work. They pass that shit down to their children's, and they perpetuate it. And they have some sort of moment through some sort of racial fucking disparity with their people. And they bond over that. They bond over their fucking racism. The fact that they can spread hatred and say the fucking N-word and fucking niggers is loud and proud out here in the country woods on our fucking property. And the same thing in fucking corporate America. We don't have to give you any fucking jobs anymore. Simple as that. That is what the fuck they voted for. They just signed executive orders, like all kinds of shit, man, just to fuck people over. And as a direct result of him doing away with this, he's gotten a bunch of fucking backlash. Rightfully so. You're shitting on people. You're shitting on people. Not only are you shitting on people, you're shitting on things that people have worked for, worked and died for. You're shitting on it, man. And that's why people are upset. And more shit that's gone wrong. He has dismissed 17 inspector generals from across a wide variety of federal agencies with no 30-day notice, which is required, by the way. Not even, no notice would get the fuck out. That's what it is. You're fired today, right now. No oversight for that shit. No accountability for that shit. Just get the fuck out. Just get out. And the reason why is he doesn't want people to check him. Period. He wants to go unchecked. He wants to go unchecked. And it's not just him. It's not just him. It's the core of his party. It's the core of who his immediate constituents are. Those are the architects of what we are living through right now. Okay? And it goes much deeper. It goes beyond this man. It goes beyond this man and into the fabric of what our country is. Because rest assured, after him, there will be another, if not 10 more, with the same hatred, same ideology, but with extra strength, more charisma, more vitality. I mean, you got your fucking Charlie Kirks out there, waiting in the wings, just to kind of be next in line. Ben Shapiro, fucking douchebags like that, out here waiting to spread misinformation about immigrants and black people so that they can further or keep this agenda going. That is what they're trying to do. Other things that have gone wrong in this 100 days is we've shit on all of our allies. We're shitting on people that have helped us, that we've helped, that we've promised and have formed strong allyship with. We've just shitting on people. Except for one, there's one ally that, even though we've shit on him and Trump's called these motherfuckers weak to their face, they're bellying right on up to him. They're bellying right on up to him. They're loving on him. Please, man, you need to help us. Why? Because France is getting kicked out of Africa. for their bullshit. And they're upset that Burkina Faso, and Ibrahim Traoré in particular are on the get the fuck out of Africa campaign and leave the gold where you fucking found it campaign. And we'll do business with you, France, as soon as you return all the gold that you stole out of the earth from here, which France has a pretty large gold reserve. They don't have any gold in France, by the way. So there's an issue there between France and their colony, or what their former colony in Africa. And Emmanuel Macron wants help to settle this. He wants help from the United States and Trump to go in and settle this. So what do they do? What are they doing? What are these people doing? They're going into Africa and they're declaring people criminals on their own soil. On their own soil, declaring these people criminals on their own soil. International criminals on their own soil. There's a massive plane over my head right now. If that's coming out over me taping. Oh yeah. Speaking of massive aircrafts, last night at about 10 o'clock, I live in a rural area in Florida. About 10 o'clock, there was about 4 large-scale military helicopters, the kind with the 2 blades, the kind with the 2 sets of blades. I think they're vehicle transports that I live in a rural town that flew right over here to my little old municipal airport and landed. So I'm anxious to see what is going on there, and I'll keep you posted if anything develops in the streets here. But he's really shit on a lot of our allies. You know, people that have supported us and stood with us. You know, in the face of whatever. People that have gone to war with us and fought for our causes right alongside us. It's ridiculous. It's hard. So another thing that has gone negatively for this administration is the use of executive orders over legislation. Now, there's a lot of stuff that has been signed into law, but what he is doing is the reason that the law doesn't matter, he's using the executive order system to essentially overturn these laws or step by or get around these laws so he does not have to abide by them. So he can pretty much do and make these things the way that he wants, or bend these things into his will. And that has again got him facing some legal challenges. I mean, you know, it better stay this way, or he better knock it out of the fucking park, because, yo, man, after he's the president, yo, Ice Cube got that song, Arrest the President. Hey, man. And it's so hypocritical, too, because they want people to do time for crime. They want people to do time for being dishonest, but it's their entire existence. Lies, crime, and I mean, just that's what it is. That's what it is. But we somehow have lost that, and we're now looking at, or the lemmings are looking at it as patriotism. Patriotism. You're disrespecting the fucking Pope, man. I mean, not that the Pope is really, you know, I mean, he's a fucking another person on earth. But even still, you're out here I mean, That's why people are losing faith in religion, because it doesn't matter. This man just steps around it and his base is cool with it. Even though they're evangelical Christians, they're having whole fucking worship ceremonies in the White House. Whole fucking, this is just fucking hymn singing and fucking violin and guitar playing in the fucking White House. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? It's theatrics. It's what it is. It's indoctrination. It's what it is. And we're standing idly by and watching it happen. Letting it happen. Like it's a fucking movie. And I keep asking, what the fuck is it going to take for people to start seeing? What's it going to take for people to start realizing that, man, we're not alone here. Man, there's some things happening here that we are not prepared for. That we swear up and down that we are. We swear that this shit ain't gonna fucking take place. And I'm just gonna say it like this. We better hope it doesn't. We better hope to God that the rest of this plan that is materializing before our very eyes doesn't continue on. I mean, he's facing some challenges. He's facing some hurdles and some setbacks. But they are determined to push this agenda through. They want to seize control and make this white Christian America forever. Are you good with that? You keep falling for the lies. You keep falling for it. And the more he does this, the more that people are upset about it and people are starting to protest, which brings me to my last point. There's protest in unrest. And this is what he's forcing. He's forcing protests. He's forcing the civil unrest of our nation so he can execute the next part of his plan, which is the martial law. The activation of martial law in our country, which then gets rid of all of our rights. And it makes us all prisoners of the state. And these people are standing up proud of that. Proud of that. He is so quick to point the finger at people trying to do the right thing for everyone without dismissing people that only want to do for one group of people. There's groups like the Patriot Front and the Proud Boys and other countless groups that are allowed to operate, that are allowed to exist and permeate through our culture and even parts of our government. This is being allowed to happen. This is being allowed to happen. These people are not patriots. The Ku Klux Klan, I mean, that's because that's essentially all they are. They're the Klan 2.0. That's all these new organizations are, is the Klan. These are branches of the Klan. That's all it really is. That's all it really is. And even the Klan themselves, along with the rest of these organizations, have not been labeled terrorist organizations. And that's what they are, under the guise of patriots and patriotism. But they want to dismantle, any little bit of organization from anywhere that they come across. They want to try and infiltrate and dismantle because it means opposition to their agenda. But you know what I like, though? You know what I liked? When people started getting together. And the thing about it is we cannot get complacent. My wife and I are diligent. We have stayed diligent, and we are going to continue to ride this out. But when the Latin freeze happened, and when black folks said we're not going back to fucking Target and Walmart, it was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch and see what happens when we are actually united. But even in that, it's almost like as soon as something happens that hurts them, they have a group of people, a think tank of people in the back to say, okay, how can we get around this? And just like him, the polls said, this 100 days is the worst in 80 years. The polls said it, and then the rest of the media confirmed it. Everybody confirmed it. But what did they do? They stood up in Michigan and bold-faced lied it to your face and said, it's been the best 100 days of any president in history. And the lemmings are going to believe it. They're going to believe it. And even the supporters who don't believe it, they know it's bad. They know it's fucked up. But they know what's coming. They know that their opportunity, their chance to fight for America is coming. And they cannot wait to the day that it gets here. They cannot wait. You see them? They're out here purchasing all their AR-15s and getting all their firearms locked and loaded and ready and stocking back their ammunition. Huh. They're ready, folks. The question is, are you? Yeah, man. There's where we are at 100 days. What's the next 100 days going to look like? For some reason, I don't think it's going to get any better. I think it's going to get a whole hell of a lot worse. I think it's going to get a whole hell of a lot worse before it does get better. But I do think eventually, eventually cream rises to the top, y'all. If you think about it, throughout history, this stuff lasts for a little while, but then people, they push back. And there is some hardship. But they always come through and they persevere. Unity amongst people perseveres. Okay? When all of us, black folks, white folks, Hispanic folks, Hindu folks, Asian folks, when we all unify, we all benefit, man. How long is it going to take us to understand that? That's going to do it for this episode of the Deron Harris Podcast. Think about what I'm saying, y'all, man. I mean, think about it. Think about what I'm saying. Are you prepared if something goes, fucking south here in the country? Is this man doing a stellar job as the president? What did you really vote for? What did you, if you voted for this person, what did you really vote for? Did you vote for what you thought? Are you getting what you voted for? Or is this something completely different? It's okay. But these are all questions that everybody has to ask themselves now, because we are in a time that we've never been in before, and we are all about to start experiencing things that we've never gone through. And I am a spiritual person. I am not a religious person. And I just want to say that I will pray for everyone. I will definitely pray for everyone, and I hope that I am wrong. I want to be wrong, and I say this a lot in my podcasts. I really want to be wrong. But I will pray for everyone, that everyone is able to stay safe, that everyone is able to protect their families, that everybody is able to live an abundant life, that everybody is able to get along and understand that great things come when we unify. All right? I want to thank my parents for giving me my mouthpiece. I want to thank my wife for being my number one supporter. I want to thank my best friend Jesse Yandel for being the best producer I could ever have in my life. I want to thank Gentry Thomas for giving me the platform. And last but not least, I want to thank all of my listeners out there listening to my show every week. I want to thank people that have listened and don't listen anymore. I do appreciate you, man, because you guys help me get to where I'm at. Not that I'm any place, spectacular, but, I am thankful for the people that do listen to my show. And if you guys have any comments or questions, please feel free to log on to DeronHarris.com, DeronHarris.com, and leave me a message there, or you can get on my socials. I'm Deron motherfucking MUFUGGIN on TikTok. I'm the illustrious Deron Harris on Instagram, and I'm Deron T. Harris Comedian on Facebook. I do not have an X, and I will not have an X until this motherfucker sells it. Until then, and I'm contemplating some other shit too, getting rid of some other shit, because like I said, I'm trying to do my due diligence, and I need platforms and I need ways to get to people, to get out to people. So as soon as I can find something else, rest assured, these other, fucking lemming supporting platforms can go the way of the dodo also. So, all right, y'all. Until next week, man. Stay safe out there, man. Start getting your shit together. Start looking around. Get you some food. Get you some water. All that other shit. And I'll see y'all next week. All right. Peace.
You've been listening to the Deron Harris Podcast. Subscribe to the show, give a good rating, and everything you need to know is at DeronHarris.com.